Alright, what up, y'all? It's Metaphor back for more to kick the raw, represent everyone's you and I verse. I'm gonna do a video. Oh, dang, I done funked out. I'm supposed to have it set up different. There we go. Alright, yeah. So, what up, y'all? It's Metaphor back for more to kick the raw, represent everyone's you and I verse. You dig? So, we're gonna do a video on the moon in Taurus for the 1st to the 12th house. And with that being said, it's gonna be having the sun in Libra. So at this point in time, we have that in conjunction energy between the moon and the sun. So at this point in time, it's that misunderstanding based on being. Oh, whoop. Okay, hold up. I realize I need a different setup. Dang. I done funked out. See what I'm saying? It's trying to stabilize my relations. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. There we go. Make this camera real relative. You dig? Give me a moment, y'all. Bear with me. Alright. So with that being said, misunderstanding stability of relations. And based on these being Venusian energies, the Taurus and the Libra, with this being said, the energy that the Taurus produces in the moon is exalted in this space. And the Libra is actually fallen based on being in the sun. So, with this being said, this Libran energy is all about balance. It's all about relations and doing things with somebody. So that's the current energy right now. That's where the sun is at. That's where the attention is at. That's where the actions are at. And with this being said, the moon in Taurus is that misunderstanding, that 150-degree angle to that Taurus energy. And that Taurus energy is that fixed earth. So being consistent and stubborn in one's logistical and practical matters, and based on that, it is exalted in this moon sign. And this misunderstanding creates this relation that one can either manifest it. But yeah, moving forward. Nevertheless, the moon is in conjunction with this Libra energy. So misunderstanding how to be stable with one's relations. And based on the Taurus energy doesn't always know how to express how they feel. But based on the moon being exalted here, it will actually be a little bit more open to be doing that. So the Tauruses are the examples at this time, right now, on how to actually go about this Libra energy. But sometimes the Taurus misunderstand it, based on being one space away from the Scorpio, which is what I'm speaking on with the Libra energy. And this Libra energy is all about being ruled by Venus, based on it being along with the Taurus sign. So the yin and the yang of Venus is the yin side being Taurus and the yang side being Libra. So communicating is the yang side, and just having that stability and being consistent upon your relationship, that's the Taurian side, or the Taurus side. So with this being said, it's all about how you are conducting your Venus energies. And realistically right now, the Venus energy is in Virgo. And with this being said, hold up. God done left a message and all that. Man, what? They over here trying to scam me, homie. Why they do me like that? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do me dirty and all that. They're trying to play me out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out. There we go. Yep, that's the right little position based on this chair. But yeah, all right. Moving forward. The yin and the yang side of Venus is what I was speaking on, with this energy being in Venus and and being Libra and Taurus. The Venus energy being in Libra and Taurus. And with this being said, if I'm not mistaken, Venus is in well, Mercury's in Virgo, I know that, pardon me. If I'm not mistaken, Venus might have already gone all the way to Libra at this point in time, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be mistaken with that, and I might want to, you know what I'm saying, check the little reference point, you dig? Just give me a moment. Is in Leo. So at this point in time, if you're a Leo sign, if you're a Leo rising, then at this point in time, you're all experiencing that Venusian energy in general. Venusian energy in general. So you can look at how a Leo rising is playing out their energy and see if they're receiving love and things of that nature, or how they're actually giving out love. And based on where the alignments are at right now, based on the sun and the moon, you can actually see that being played out as well. So these two signs, the Libra Taurus, are both Venusian signs, like I was saying. Actions, Libra, based on Taurus and being exalted there, we're able to actually balance this ability. So boom. Okay, with all this being said, we can talk a little bit about the outer planets because I feel like it right now. So we got this trine based on having the Mercury in Virgo, right, and then having the Capricorn in Pluto. Pardon me, Pluto and Capricorn, and then whenever they have the little laundry going down, and we gonna move on up, man, up to the east side. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to that little thing, a little tangent right there. But yeah, okay. With all this being said, that grand Earth trine. So being able to make logistical and practical decisions is what the Earth energy is all about. So with all this being said, this Earth energy being in Pluto and Mercury, and also now with the Moon, at this point in time, you can actually write down what's going down in this little Moon and Taurus cycle, and actually keep a little recording. Essentially, that's what I'm doing. That's what I do with my YouTube videos, and it doesn't really matter too much how many people watch the video and things like that. But it matters to me how many people actually improve their life based on what I'm saying. If I help out one person, that's all that matters, you dig? So that's actually what my whole mission is. If I help out one person, two person, three person, and that actually ends up being like 30 people in a month to month span. Like during a month of even February, like 28 days. If you actually keep doing something for 23 days, it becomes a habit. And if you stick to that habit after that, then you're good. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I do the videos. So with this being said, can help out one person, then that one boom. You do what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. At the end of with my expression, and also with this being said, I can make logistical and practical decisions. All about logistical and practical um, emotions and things like that. So with all this being said, the sun being in Libra though, it's that misunderstanding, right? So okay, let's break it down. So we have the moon in Taurus in the first house. So if you have Taurus in the first house, this is all about personal affairs of stability, one's way of personally conducting their stability. And with this being said, they're going to have that misunderstanding to that Libra energy, right? So they're going to misunderstand how to have that stability in their personal life to then in turn, and I think it's in the sixth house, they'll have Libra. Yeah, because, yep, because they'll have sixth house in Libra. Thank you, JP. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what's going down. The Venus energy is what's current right now. Essentially, that's what's going down. So yeah, boom. Moving forward. Now we at the ninth minute, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, shouts out to Dolo DePaulo, man. He was explaining this in one of his recent videos. He was talking about how like the first to the 12th minute is just like the zodiac. You just kind of like keep those topics on that. In the ninth minute right now, we going into knowledge and wisdom. And I'm gonna go left field after that, you know what I'm saying? I'm Sagittarius and then misunderstanding the sixth house. So conduct their actual work and what they got going on in their work cycle and what they're putting on the stage to work on with this Libra energy or what relationship to work on is what the Taurus misses lie, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? You can just figure out more. Taurus in the second house will be Aries rising. So Aries rising will then have this misunderstanding with the moon in Taurus and then the opposition to that Aries energy, which will be Libra. So they misunderstand how to conduct grounding in their relationship based on the seventh house, right? So the Aries is misunderstanding how to ground a relationship at this period of time. So what all I could give to the Aries at this point in time is be a little bit more relatable. Don't be so opposite to everything. Realize that the Venus energy is opposite to you, but with this opposition, you can actually have additional and add on to things that people wouldn't always see, like aspects that people wouldn't even realize. Like, for example, the Aries has been to space. Let me just put it back to where I had it at. Now I'm going in. The Aries has been to spaces that a lot of other signs haven't been. Like, really, the only place you can find an Aries at is in their own space. So with this being said, that's what the Aries has got to continue with right now. So based on this 2.5 days, and I'm pretty sure we're at 23 degrees in Taurus, so we got about 14 hours left of this moon in Taurus. So with this being said, the Aries rising is just gonna have to tap into that Venus energy. Maybe you've been in opposition to it throughout this cycle, but now okay, now you know where you at, and boom, you can move on and move forward. And now you know better, so you can do better. You dig what I'm saying? Um, the homie at Walmart was saying something funny, little tangent real quick. But he was saying one thing's for sure, another thing's for certain. One thing's for sure, Aries, you're gonna be opposite. Another thing is for certain. Right now we got the moon in Taurus. You just gotta, nevertheless, you gotta hold it down. All right, moving forward. The Pisces rising is having the third house with the moon in Taurus, and then they're having that in conjunction to the eighth house. So the Pisces is having the sextile to the Pisces. Pardon me. The Pisces having the sextile to this Taurus energy, so they're able to see the opportunity in their environment to then in turn misunderstand how to transform things. So right now the Pisces might be working on the wrong thing to transform. So right now, make sure you have these misunderstandings and comprehend where these misunderstandings lie and why they, why they even occur. Essentially, that Jupiter energy that you attain whenever you have a Pisces rising and you have that Jupiter ruled chart. So essentially, have that knowledge and wisdom in mind and utilize that knowledge and wisdom to actually transform the right thing and transform the right relationship, or have this rebirth in this relationship, or cut that relationship because you realize it's not good for you and you pour into the wrong pot. You know what I'm saying? But Pisces got a whole other thing going on, a little papoose and all them. You know what I'm saying? Dag, it's a sad day for NY. You dig? But yeah, moving forward. The Aquarius rising is having the Taurus in the fourth house, so they're having that square. So there's square energy, learning how to ground their private life and things like that, and be private in their private life. But then, based on that misunderstanding of what, and you know what I'm saying, where the Taurus and the Libra lie in their chart is in the ninth house. Libra's in the ninth house for the Aquarius. So based on the Aquarius's personal life, they're able to actually see what actions to take and what knowledge and wisdom to utilize. And based on that, they're able to actually ground what they have going on in their personal life right now. That pardon me, that part of their private life, based on the Taurus being in their fourth house. So right now, just learn from your family and comprehend what to actual knowledge and wisdom you should attain based on what's going down in your fourth house, in your family, in your home, essentially. Oh, dang. I don't know how to adjust it wrong again. All right, boom, boom. All right, that's where I want. Boom. All right, yeah. But now moving forward, the Capricorn rising. The Capricorn rising is having Taurus in the fifth house, and then that misunderstanding based on it being Libra in the 10th house. So the Capricorn and the Capricorn and the Libra, they square. Pardon me. The Capricorn and the Libra, they're at a 90-degree angle. So how the Capricorn initiates and creates their logistical and practical matters, they then in turn learn how to be more relatable. Essentially, to be prominent in business, need to be relatable and actually get your point across properly. So right now, the the Capricorn is dealing with that Libra in the 10th house. So essentially, their business and career is what the Capricorn is learning from based on the sun right here. That's where the spotlight is at. But then they're having this trine circumstance to their fifth house. So essentially, what is going down based on the Taurus energy being in the moon, they're having this expression that they feel comfortable with. So feeling comfortable with this exalted expression based on this uh, circumstance, based on both being Earth, you can create this opportunity to feel properly and actually conduct your business properly, even though you have this misunderstanding in your relations. And with this being said, the Capricorn can learn how to be more relatable. So now, essentially, because they're ruled by Saturn, Capricorn don't want to bow to nobody. It's a whole other thing. Sagittarius rising, ruled by Jupiter, is having this Taurus energy in the sixth house, and then based on this Taurus in the sixth house, they're then having Libra in the 11th house. Yes, the Libra in the 11th house. So they're able to see the opportunity, what to relate with, and how their relationship is going in their relationship and the associates that they're relating with, to then in turn misunderstand based on the Taurus being in the 6th house. Yeah, so the Taurus in the 6th house, the Sagittarius always misunderstands what to work on. So, pardon me, they have a personal misunderstanding on what to work on right now based on the moon being in Taurus and what they feel comfortable working on. And with this being said, they're also having a misunderstanding with the moon and the sun in the actual transiting chart. So, with this being said, this misunderstanding between the Libra and the Taurus that the Sagittarius is working with. So the Sagittarius is actually able to see the opportunity on what to act on, right? Personally act on, but then they're misunderstanding on how to feel about that action right now. So essentially, you may not feel comfortable working right now, but go ahead and work on that to then in turn have a good relationship and work on that relationship and work on your relations based on that Libra being in the 11th house. So associate with the right things and you'll be in the right space right now, Sagittarius rising. And then Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising is having this Taurus in the 7th house. So they can either be opposite or add on to the personal, they can be personally opposite or add on to the collective emotions right now to then in turn be at that fatal attraction with the Libra energy. So essentially, what they're dreaming about relating with right now and putting on the spotlight of what to relate with, they're then having that opposition. Can you actually be stable and relate with the right things to actually attain that dream? Is what the Scorpio is working on. And then moving forward, the Libra rising. The Libra's having the first, obviously, the Libra sun in the first house. But then they're having that Taurus and that misunderstanding in the 8th house. So they're transforming right now and trying to be. It's like it's very difficult for the Libra rising to really do these transits. Essentially, it makes sense sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I feel for my Libras. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have that opposite chart. It's like you think about it, having Taurus in the 8th house is difficult. You dig what I'm saying? Because it's like trying to transform and have rebirth about something you want to ground. You want to have a grounding about that rebirth. So feeling comfortable grounding rebirth. Like that's not easy in general. But then with this being said, they're having that Libra in the first house, so they're able to be personal relatable. So at this point in time, it's all about how you personally conducting your spotlight. It's pretty much what's going down. Whatever light that you're producing right now is how um, like it's going down for the Libra energy. Yeah, like I'm just like really thinking about that. Like that's even deep for me saying what I'm saying right now. It's pretty profound, real profound stuff. You do what I'm saying? Shouts out to JP in the chat. You do. And then moving forward, the Virgo rising is having this Taurus energy in the 9th house. So their knowledge and wisdom is what they're feeling comfortable with right now. And based on that, they're having this misunderstanding based on having this Libra in the 2nd house. So they're misunderstanding what to transform, what to have that knowledge and wisdom about, and what knowledge and wisdom to feel comfortable with, and actually then in turn, the Virgo rising is trying to figure what to actually value in their relationship. That last statement I was talking about with the Libra energy had me, you know what I'm saying, left field. Okay, so getting back right. Get right. You do what I'm saying. Shouts out Quay. And then moving forward, this Virgo rising, like I say, nevertheless, has this Libra in the 2nd house. So they're trying to figure out what to value in their relationship and what relationship to actually value. You know what I'm saying? Because the Libra has more than one relationship. Let's just keep it above. And then moving forward, them having this Taurus in the 8th house, they're trying to figure out how to actually rebirth this. Not the Taurus in the 8th house for the Virgo deck. I'm going back to the Libra. So the Virgo rising, like I say, having that Taurus in the 9th house, the knowledge of wisdom and experience of what to be what to be stable about that knowledge of wisdom and experience, what they're feeling comfortable with right now. They're then in misunderstanding that based on having that Libra in the 2nd house for the Virgo rising. So the Virgo is able to create an opportunity in their knowledge and wisdom, and what knowledge and wisdom to actually utilize based on that mutable energy. And then with that being said, they're able to see what to actually value and align with. And then moving forward, The Leo rising. The Leo is having the square energy, so they're learning what to be actually stable with and learning what actual stability is necessary based on having this Taurus in the 10th house. So their business, their stability in their career and what they're known for is what's going down for the Leo rising. And the Leo's having this Taurus in the 10th house, and then also with this being said, they're having the Libra in the 3rd house. So they're then misunderstanding how to conduct business based on their environment and how their environment relates. So with this being said, Libra, just keep it class. I mean, pardon me, Leo, just keep it classy based on this Leo rising energy. And then with this being said, the Libra sun, you know what I'm saying, the spotlight is on your environment right now. So just keep it classy. And if you're in an environment that you don't actually want to put the spotlight on, just put the spotlight on yourself, like me. Moving forward, the Cancer rising is dealing with this circumstance of having the Taurus in the 11th house. So they're able to see an opportunity and see what to be stable upon in their associates and what associate to actually deal with to then in turn have this Libra energy, excuse me, be, yes, a square. So they're learning how to actually be private in the spotlight is on what their privacy and what they're working on in their private life in their home. So the Cancer is working on the home right now and relationships in the home. So they're learning how to be relatable in the home. And then with this being said, they have these associates that they're actually learning stability from. So like when a Cancer visits someone else's home, they analyze how the environment is and how that stability is being worked with. So essentially, they utilize those associates to actually see how to conduct themselves in their own home and see how to relate. That's one other video. And the Gemini rising, last but not least, is having the Taurus in the 12th house. So right now they're feeling comfortable with their dream, illusion, and nightmare. And based on this dream, illusion, and nightmare, they're then having this Libra energy in the 5th house. So they're able to create an opportunity on what to put the spotlight on based on being that Gemini energy and being mutable to that cardinal energy. Based on the sun being a Libra, this Gemini is able to personally relate to the right thing in their expression and have that personal expression to then in turn have this dream, illusion, and nightmare to actually be produced. This is like a beneficial time for the Gemini, essentially, this whole Libra season based on this trine circumstance. But they're right behind, they're right in front of this Taurus energy, so they just got to be careful on how they're conducting themselves in their dream, illusion, and nightmare. So essentially, just watch what you say, Gemini, and watch what you think about, essentially, and essentially look at what's going down with the whole Gemini energy of Tupac. Rest in peace, Tupac. Much love and holla back. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just to be clear, Gemini rising, I'm that Sagittarius sun, and I'm real opposite to you, but I still got Gemini moon, so I feel for y'all. Much love and holla back.